Hi there, this is Anupam Tripathi from FFAR India. In this video, friends, we would be discussing 7 online scams that you must be aware of so that you don't get robbed of your hard-earned money. So stay tuned, don't go anywhere, and watch this video till the end. And just in case if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe to it. Thank you.
और फिलहाल हमारे साथ स्टूडियो में मौजूद हैं अनुपम त्रिपाठी जो कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट के एडवोकेट हैं.
So the 7 scams that we will discuss in this video are: first, the phishing scam. You may have heard of it, you may not, so stay tuned. The second is the Nigerian inheritance scam, which is very well known, but just in case you haven't heard of it or known of it or know much about it, stay tuned. Third is the Nigerian girlfriend scam. Fourth is the job scam. Fifth is the friend robbed or the friend lost luggage scam. Sixth is the celebrity impersonation scam. Very important, on the rise, a new one, so stay tuned. And lastly is the app scam or the online data collection scam. So let's start with the first one very quickly.
Who's a lawyer and a consultant and an advocate with the Supreme Court. He's also an animal rights activist and has played a very important role when this case came up in the Apex Court. I'm also joined.
Now, in the first scam called the phishing scam, what happens is this: it doesn't mean, phishing does not mean, has nothing to do with fish or Grant Cardone, not at all. All right, what phishing scam basically is that where the scammer, what the scammer does is the scammer impersonates another website, all right, and pretends himself to be acting on behalf of that website. For example, something on the rise, I'll tell you, YouTube. A lot of people lately have been getting emails from YouTube, all right, from YouTube, not the real YouTube.com, but an impersonator of YouTube, all right, where YouTube, these impersonators or these scamsters, what they do is they ask you for your YouTube login ID as well as your password under some pretext or the other. They say that we've been seeing your videos and we are finding that you've been putting out a lot of spam content or other sort of content that you're putting out there, which is opposed to our community guidelines, and we want to check it up. So share your login ID and your password with us. All right, now the moment they ask for a password, it's a big giveaway, but some people who are naive are still giving, and this email that you will receive will have YouTube on it, email, but it would not be from youtube.com. it will be, you know, YouTube, or there'll be a spelling error, or there'll be some hyphen in it, some dash in it, some dot in it, .co.in or something, but it would not be from the official youtube.com website. All right, and if you're a YouTuber and you don't take notice of this carefully, and you end up sharing your password and your login ID with them, they can do whatever. They then gain access to your account. They can do whatever they want, including deleting your account permanently and deleting all your content, your 300, 500, whatever videos you have out there. So be careful of this scam. This scam is on the rise. A lot of people, in fact, I too, as a YouTuber, have got this sort of an email from YouTube. So be careful of this. So this scam is called as the phishing scam. When it began, which was years back, it was more of a banking scam where the scammer would make a fake website very similar to a bank's website. All right, and for example, it's Bank of America. For example, Bank of America. So the scammer would make, say, Bank of America's website is bankofamerica.com. For example, the scammer would make another website which will be called bank.ofamerica.com. So very similar website. Then their home page, their landing page would all be very similar, almost near ditto copy, right? And then suppose Bank of America's email address is info@bankofamerica.com. These people would send you an email from bank.ofamerica.com, and if you don't notice, if you're not careful, they would then seek information from you, maybe including your password, and the moment they seek your password is where the big red flag is. Or they could seek a lot of other information, who knows, and you might trust, because they're pretending to be your bank, you might trust them. And these scamsters the whole idea is that the money in your bank is what they're trying to siphon away. So this is how it started. Today it's come to websites, to they want to hack your YouTube password, they want to hack your Gmail password, they want to hack your Facebook account and things like that. So be careful of the phishing scam. This is the first scam we've discussed in this video today. It's called the phishing scam, not F-I-S-H-I-N-G, but P. Okay, phishing starting with a P. This is a phishing scam with a P. All right. So with that said, let's move very quickly to the second sort of scam. But before I do that, hey friends, just so you know, if you're new to my video, if you're new to my channel, all right, and you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe to it so that you can continue to get informative, educational, legal content on my YouTube channel. All right, so subscribe to FFAR India YouTube channel if you're new here. And if you've liked the video so far, don't forget to smash the like button and of course share it. If you have any questions, do post your comments below. Let's very quickly now move to the second sort of scam that we're discussing, the second sort of online scam.
Well, you can call in and have your say on this big story. Anupam Tripathi, lawyer and animal rights activist, joining us in our studio.
So in the second scam that we would be discussing today is another very well-known, but we'll go through it for those of you who do not know of it. Is called the Nigerian inheritance scam. All right. Now this is very well known. It's been going on for donkey years, 10, 15 years or so, ever since the internet came of age. In the Nigerian inheritance scam, what they do is you would get this near perfectly written, perfect English written email from King Abdullah sitting in some faraway land. And he would say that my father is no more and I have inherited, now I've become the king and I have inherited 10 million US dollars. Okay. And I need somebody sitting in faraway land, say in India, or in the United States, or Australia, or wherever they're targeting you. If you're sitting in Australia, they'll target you in Australia. And they would say that I want to donate some part of this 10 million bounty that I've got, and I wish to donate 1 million bounty, and you've been the lucky chosen one, right? This sort of an email. Or you would get an email saying that, oh, the King Ramuda is no more, and I'm his heir, and I have just inherited $100 million, and I'm feeling all good about it, I'm feeling great about it, I'm feeling charitable about it, and I want to donate it to somebody from a country which has people not of the best means possible, and I've chosen you because you do a lot of social work in a far country like India, and I've decided to donate 10 million US dollars to you. How does that sound? And you get all happy about it. Eventually, through this sort of a scam, what they do is, if you fall for it, in a matter of their second or their third email, they would let out their real intentions, is where they would say, look, we all need all your banking account details, etc., so that we can transfer this 10 million US or whatever, this million US, whatever. And then what they would say is that before we do it, you see the taxes on it, the tax has to be deducted in the host country. So suppose they would claim they're sitting in Canada, sitting in South Africa, sitting somewhere, sitting in Australia, wherever, and they'll say that before they send this money to you, they would be tax deducted at source in their country. So they have to pay X amount of tax, which they would. But since this inheritance this charity is coming to you of $1 million or $10 million, you would have a small processing fee, a very small, minute processing fee, which for $10 million, is of say $900 or $1,000 only. Okay, so that you have to pay upfront. Only after you pay that upfront can we release the first million of the 10 million, something of that sort. They'll make all this cock and bull story. The idea is that they would be after your $900, they would be after your $1,000. So they'll show you the big cake of $1 million coming your way, and they say that, hey, it's a paltry fee of $1,000 that we're asking for processing charges. And if you've already fallen for their whole scam, then you would think, hey, they're sending me $1 million. What's $1,000? It's only what, 70,000 rupees or whatever. Let me send the 70,000 rupees. What I'm getting in return is 7 crore rupees. I'm gonna be a millionaire. I'm gonna be a crorepati. And guess what? Once they've taken your $1,000, you would never hear back from them because you're not getting a penny from them. So this is called the famous Nigerian inheritance scam. Okay, now let me quickly jump to the third sort of online scam. All right.
Animal rights activist Anupam now also have with
In the third online scam that we would be talking about today is the Nigerian girlfriend scam. In the Nigerian girlfriend scam, what they target is typically single men or divorced men or separated men or slightly desperate men, where this lady sitting in some far off land would write to you and she would say, hey, I'm looking for a friend and I just had a breakup and I'm all heartbroken, and she'll put out these near perfect pictures of this drop dead gorgeous looking lady, and she'd connect with you, and if you're single and looking to mingle, of course you would be attracted and you would start having conversations with her, and in a matter of the second or the third email or her third contact with you, she would tell her this sob story of hers lately, that oh, she's been having trouble at home and her father's a drug addict and she's getting beaten up by her father and she needs help or whatever. And then very quickly, third or the fourth email itself, she would start asking you, she'd make her first demand of some money that you can transfer to her through wire transfer, Western Union or PayPal or whatever, small money that will help her get out of the immediate situation, and she'll ask you for a small $200. It'll start with $200, it'll reach $500 the next time, and very soon, before you know it, she would have extracted $500 to $1,000 to $2,000 from you. And guess who? So far, you just know her online. She might very, very well be a man sitting in Taliban. What do you know? Right? So this is the classic Nigerian girlfriend scam. Once again, it's called the Nigerian. It has a prefix Nigerian to it because most these scams, whether it was the inheritance scam or the girlfriend scam, came from Nigeria. They all originated from Nigeria, and then they spread out. Now they're happening everywhere. So beware of it. I've had clients who have come to me who've been robbed of $1,000 to $2,000, which means well in excess of a lakh of rupees, and they've come to me. What action could they take? But there's very little. There's very little once you've been scammed from by somebody who's sitting in far off some country with a fake identity altogether. So beware of this scam. So this was the third scam. Let's very quickly jump into the fourth scam that we will be talking about today.
अनुपम त्रिपाठी जी पशुओं के अधिकारों की बात ये रखते हैं सामने, एनिमल राइट एक्टिविस्ट हैं, बहुत बहुत स्वागत है आप तीनों ही।
Yes, hi. So the fourth online scam is the job scam. It's well known, but nevertheless, I would talk about it today. There are all kinds of scams in the jobs world. For example, you've listed out in Naukri.com or on Google or wherever, on Craigslist or wherever, you've put out your CV, shared your CV, your details that you're looking for a job, so and so sector. And then this gets mixed up. The one kind of scam is where they mix it up with a phishing scam, where they pretend to be, they open up a website, they have a website which is very similar to a big employer's website. Say you've applied to Google, so Google writes back to you just the way because you would apply to Google, and so Google writes back to you. They say, hey, we like it, we like you, you're going through the process, and we've shortlisted your CV and your interview is coming up, but hey, you know what, to set up this interview and to give you your this thing, there is some processing fee. The moment they ask you for a processing fee or an advance deposit, small amount, $100, $50, $100, $200, how 5,000 rupees or 2,000 rupees or whatever, remember, it's a scam. Whether it be Google or Apple, or nobody asks for, when you apply for a job, nobody who's a serious employer asks you to deposit money before they give you a job. Even that money is just 100 rupees or say $1 or $2. Okay, it doesn't happen. So this is an online job scam. The other variation of it is often in copywriting or data entry. this is all over. This happens very frequently in India, where they actually put out advertisements in national dailies, in newspapers, and on Quora, and on OLX, on Quicker, all right, where they say, hey, we're gonna pay you X amount for typing, data entry. So basically, we'd give you soft copies. We'd give you a hard copy, and you have to convert it into a soft copy. And per page, we will pay you whatever, 100 rupees or say $2 or whatever. Okay. Now, before we engage you on this project, and you know what they'll do is they'll just pick up one hard copy of a book, and they'll send it across to you, send you the scanned copy, say 20 pages, and they'll say this is the work you've to do to establish confidence. So you feel that these guys are genuine, okay? And then is where the red flag comes in, where they demand you of money. They say, but before we begin and start giving you these projects, there's a small processing fee or registration fee, and all they charge you in India is 500 rupees or 1,000 or 2,000. The moment they ask you for that registration fee or processing fee of 500 rupees or 1,000 or 2,000, remember, it's a scam. You're never going to see your money again, and you would get no job from them. They're scamsters, and they do it every day. They do it every day. All right? It's a very common scam in India. So be careful about it. All right? And this scam, I'm told, is all across, but this was the Indian version of the scam. So that was the fourth, the job scam. Let's very quickly now move to the fifth online scam.
Let me put things in perspective. Your take on this. Yes, let me just put things in perspective. First and foremost, cattle includes cow, bulls, and buffaloes. Yes. Right? So what this new regulation or rule does is that it prevents these.
So now coming to the fifth online scam. The fifth online scam is a very interesting one. It's called the friend robbed scam, or the friend lost luggage scam. All right. So here's how this one goes. They would look up your friend list and your most common friends. If you go on Facebook or you have any common friends or whatever, you would find that your top 6 friends are always shown in your friend list, unless and until you turn that in your notifications, you don't allow it, or in your private settings, you don't allow it. Otherwise, 95% of people allow it, and your top 6 friends on Facebook, even if a person is not on your friend list, can be seen. All right, unless you turn that off or you do not allow for outsiders to see any of your friends, where you go for the option of don't show my friends. If you don't do that, then your top 6 friends, even to people who are not on your friends list, can be seen. So what they do is they impersonate any one of those 6 friends, because if they are on the top 6, they are showing and their pics are showing, are those people who you are probably you are interacting with on a daily basis. Okay, so what they do is they impersonate that friend of yours, just like the phishing scam. All right, and you would get a message from one of these people with a very, in fact, on Facebook, you know, if your friend's name is, for example, Tarun Rathi or Dhruv Rathi, for example, you can very well make another profile by the name of Dhruv Rathi, put Dhruv Rathi's picture there because he's a public person. You are understanding? Your friend's picture also, you can just copy it from the Facebook and you can post it, make a fake profile. That's how they do it, okay? And then they would reach out to you through Messenger. And you know what they would say? Hey, they take your name, hey, and I was traveling to Singapore and my luggage has gotten lost. And shish kebabs, I put a major chunk of my money and all my cards and everything in the luggage, and now it's lost. Hey, very quickly, can you help me out? Can you send me some money? I'll return it back to you. And they ask for $1,000 or $100 or $500 through PayPal. And I need it now. Can you quickly do it? Can you quickly do it? You know, and they'll pester you to the time is of essence. Shit, I'm in a bad spot, and you thinking that this is your genuine friend who's gotten stuck somewhere, are not gonna do much diligence, and you'll end up sending $500 through PayPal to them. And guess what? That was never your friend. That was an impersonator of your friend who used the classic phishing scam technique to scam you. Be careful. This scam is also on the rise all over the internet, and they especially use your Facebook profile to figure who your friends are, and then to impersonate your friend and use the phishing scam modus operandi to scam you here. All right, so with that said, let's move to the sixth online scam.
I'm challenging the particular notification of the government in the Supreme Court. I don't think it will stand the test of the Supreme Court in terms of legality as well as the Constitution. Okay, so there are legal.
Yes, hi guys. So the sixth online scam that we would be talking about today is the celebrity impersonator scam. This is a big one. It's on the rise. Not a lot of people know about it. That's why I'm making this video today. I repeat, the celebrity impersonator scam. Here's what they do in the celebrity impersonator scam. Okay, what these guys do is they would figure who you're following on Instagram or on Facebook or on YouTube, whose more videos you are watching. All this is online, that data is available. It's very easy to figure who you are following, who and all that, or on whose profile you've gone and commented, and that profile is of some celebrity. What they then do is they impersonate, just like the classic phishing scam, they impersonate the celebrity. Okay, so for example, you follow Grant Cardone. So what they'll do is, if Grant Cardone has a blue tick Instagram profile, they would create another profile. It won't have a blue tick, but it'll just be very similar looking to Grant Cardone's, or Gary Vee's, or Jordan Belfort, or Vivek Bindra, or Sandeep Maheshwari, whoever celebrity or YouTuber that you are following, they would impersonate that person's profile on Instagram and they'd make a similar one. All right, and then is how they would target you would be based on your comments and your activity on the actual celebrity's profile. So say you've posted a comment here and there, they're gonna comment back, okay, to you, and they'll reach out to you as if they're the celebrity themselves. Okay, but they won't have that blue tick, so that's the first the red flag. But these people are these scam artists who are doing the celebrity impersonator scam are so sharp, okay, that very soon, and they're very sharp, believe me, do not underestimate them, they would come up with a story to you as to why this profile of theirs doesn't have a blue tick. They would tell you that, hey, this is a separate profile that I've made for XYZ, for promoting XYZ, or for my charity clientele, or for my people who I'm doing charity work for. So this is a separate one I'm setting up for. And then they'd in fact share pictures and screenshots with you, which will be photo edited to show to you the link between this profile and the link between the actual celebrity. And believe me, they'll try and convince you, and they're very good at it. They will try and convince you into believing how this profile is actually linked to the real celebrity and has that celebrity's absolute thumbs up and signature and the will and consent behind. Okay, and they would be very convincing with their whole scam that would lead you to believe that their profile is actually the linked with the official, the blue tick profile of the real celebrity, and then they'll get you to basically do things which you would be led to by their scam, eventually getting you away from your hard-earned money by giving them your hard-earned money through PayPal or through wire transfer or whatever. This is on the rise. I've had a client recently who got robbed of $2,500 US. Okay, that's well in excess of 2 lakhs or 1,75,000 rupees, Indian rupees, by a scamster who's and this is for everyone's knowledge. The celebrity that he was impersonating was Timothy S. Kim, all right, who's into Bitcoin trading, and this guy was an impersonator of Timothy S. Kim. And he scammed this particular client of mine of this much money. And this kind of a scamster, he's all running all over social media. They keep, you bring down one of their profiles by reporting it, they'll come up with another profile, and they keep impersonating. In fact, what we did was then that we wrote to the actual celebrity Timothy S. Kim, who then did reach out to us. He clarified that, look, I got nothing to do with this guy. And then we alerted the actual celebrity, and then the actual celebrity Timothy S. Kim, in this case, you can check out his Instagram page, Timothy S. Kim. Timothy S. Kim then had to put out a disclaimer on his Instagram actual official blue tick ID, okay, where he put it out. The first disclaimer he's put is that this is my only ID on Instagram, I don't have any other ID. He had to put it out, and this was our work, because our client had got scammed. by an impersonator of Timothy S. Kim. Nothing to do with Timothy S. Kim, because these guys can do it in the name of Grant Cardone also, Gary Vee also, Jordan Belfort also, anybody. They target any celebrity, and then they run a fake page by a fake profile by his name, and then they'll soon try and rob you of your money. Scam is on the rise. Be careful of it. A client of mine just got robbed $2,500 US this way, and this is on the rise, and these scamsters are there everywhere, and they target from $100 to 2,000 to till the time they can keep robbing you, because you're giving them money thinking that you're in touch with the actual celebrity, and that celebrity is investing your money in whatever, whether it is Bitcoin or share market or in some seminar or whatever, and you trust the celebrity because the celebrity wouldn't rob you. Obviously he has the credibility. But you know what? It was an impersonator who robbed you of your money. It was never the celebrity. Okay? So be aware of this scam. It's called the celebrity impersonator scam. It's on the rise. Be careful of the last and the final online scam that we would be talking about in this video today is the app scam, or the data collection, online data collection scam. Now, in this app scam, fake app scam or fake data collection site scam, what they do is they would market this one app that's in the market. They'll set up an app, okay, and they would then offer you truckloads of money to use the app for doing simple shitty things. So you spend 5 minutes on the app and they'll say you can win $50. You spend 20 minutes, you can win $100 and whatnot. It's basically a fake app which will not deliver, not give you any money. And the red flags for this sort of a fake app scam is that first they'd have an initial threshold that they would that until you reach $500 they would not release your payment. Okay. The second red flag is for this fake app scam is that on one pretext or the other they'd have 2-3 conditions you have to fulfill before they release the payment, and they would ensure that you never fulfill the third condition or the second condition or something of that nature. And basically you will keep using their app, you would waste your money, your energy, your time on it. Okay. You would give your data, your information to them, and you'll never see even a dime, not even a penny, not even a cent ever. Okay, so beware of this fake app scam. There was one fake app like this called Raining Money app. It's a fake app. Okay. Hello app, which is lately raising a lot of funds, doing a lot of marketing, also initially started with this giving money, and they soon changed their terms. They were also doing all this fake business, so beware of them. And similarly, like I said, online data collecting websites. Now they have these online data collecting websites on social media. Okay, so they reach like change.org is not a fake website, but many pretending to be like change.org, etc. And they would, they'd say you can start an online petition, you can do this, you can do that, and they'll ask for your details. These are basically websites that are data collecting scams. They just want your information, your email, your name, your country, location, date, all those details they want, so that they can then sell your data to marketing companies, sales companies for money. They would eventually, whatever they set up their website for, and they get you to believe that they would be doing this or that, or through this you can start this online petition, whatever, it will never reach its end destination. And there were truckloads of these websites doing this scam all over the world. Okay, so beware of it. Don't just trust any of these sites that open up tomorrow, come from nowhere, and then start this petition. You're only sharing your data, which they would tell tomorrow market and sell to somebody else. What you're sharing that data for to get to the end goal, it will never reach its destination, it will never reach its end. It's a scam. Beware of it. So with that said, I'm gonna be ending this video today with the 7 online scams that we talked about. Before I do that, friends, let me share with you something that's coming up. This is for all of you in India. This is from my very good friend and colleague, Advocate Devika Singh, who's a subject matter expert in matters of sexual, what do you call, sexual harassment at workplace. Okay, she's a subject matter expert in it. You see, just like tomorrow, if your relationship is going down south or your marriage is going south, you want to save your marriage, you come to me as a relationship expert and counselor, right? You want a divorce, you come to me. Your wife's asking you for too much maintenance and you're the husband, you come to me. Your husband is being penny pinching and is not willing to give you any maintenance. You as a wife come to me, right? You have a consumer dispute where the buyer, or now in NCLT or under RERA, where the buyer refuses to deliver within the 2-year, 3-year time frame, you come to me. You have an income tax matter being litigated in the Supreme Court or the Delhi High Court or ITAT, you come to me, right? You have a PIL, you won't file in Delhi High Court or in Supreme Court in a matter of public interest, you come to me. Just like that, I am that subject matter expert in matters of PILs, in matters of income tax, in matters of consumer law, in matters of divorce, and matters of relationship counseling. Similarly, my very good friend and colleague Devika Singh, all right, is a subject matter expert, all right, as regards sexual harassment at workplace. She's the expert. All right. So if I were running a company tomorrow and I need some consultation, some counseling, some help with regard to, the internal committees or whatever the process is to do with sexual harassment at workplace, just so that everything is in order in my big office, right? The person I would go to would be Devika Singh. Now, here's an opportunity for all of you, and this is an appeal to all of you who in the corporate sector, who have either their startups or they're having their own big offices, well-established firms, whatever, all right, who want to know more about the law on sexual harassment at workplace and how to deal with it, right, so that your functioning can be smooth and you don't, as an organization, get into trouble. Here's a wonderful opportunity for you. HR and Employment Law Master Class Series 2019 by Cohere Consultants. This is of Devika Singh. Full day certification workshop with subject matter expert Advocate Devika Singh on compliance under POSH law, orientation of internal committees. Workshops coming up pan India, Hyderabad. They're starting with Hyderabad 22nd November. Chennai 26th November, Gurgaon 29th November, Bengaluru 13th December, Mumbai 16th December 2019. Hurry and register. The registration fee is just 7,500 rupees plus taxes. Inclusions include certification, materials, lunch and refreshment. And if you register by 12/11/2019, you can avail of a 10% early bird discount. And you can get more information at www.cohereconsultants.com/category/events. I'm going to put out the details here as well as in the description. You can get in touch with Devika Singh. I'm going to put out her number as well of Cohere Consultants, their number and their contact details. You can get in touch with them and attend these events, whether it be Hyderabad, Chennai, Gurgaon, Bengaluru, or in Mumbai, and get the first-hand information from the horse's mouth, from the subject matter expert, Devika Singh. I highly recommend her. When it comes to sexual harassment at workplace, Devika Singh is the authority, believe me. In fact, she also helped and contributed to the drafting of the law on sexual harassment at workplace along with the Women's Commission. She had that opportunity and she was there. She made full use of it. Something you should know. So I highly recommend this lady. She's a colleague of mine, in fact a year senior to me, somebody who I've really looked up to. In fact, there was a time in college, I must confess here that there was a time in college when I not just really looked up to her, but I was a big fan, surely because of her accomplishments at college. And then as she is graduated, she's done well for herself. And like I told you, subject matter expert for sexual harassment at workplace. The person to go to is Devika Singh. Get your passes, buy your passes today and attend one of these seminars of hers. You won't regret it. That's me signing off. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe to it. You like the video, smash the big like button, share the video with your friends, and catch you in another video at another time. Adios and Jai Hind.